Hello there, replay viewers. I'm having a Hanoi beer. I'm not using my stein because the beer stays colder. I'm in a specialty Vietnamese restaurant that also has a cooking class. They can do vegetarian as well as traditional Vietnamese. And it's kind of late. It's 9:45, and I just came from a something entitled an onsen, but it's just basically a dry sauna and a steam room. The actual hot bath is only available on weekends, but I was able to just get a good schwitz, and I feel all the much looser and exfoliated, which is a wonderful feeling when you've had a full day and you're looking forward to like a very restful sleep. So I'm having a beer to help me along, but I'm also having you could call it a comfort food, because whenever chicken is crispy, it's generally good. And the fact that you're going to throw some fries in there, it's not that substantive a meal, but it's something. If I'm still hungry, I could always order something else, or I have a medium-sized bag of Lay's chips in my room, and a lemon drink, should I need it. And there are Circle K's around, so on the way home, I could pick up some beer if I want. Today was successful in the regard of I bought 2 glasses. One is semi-rimless, and it is based on this prescription. And then I went to a really large store, and they had like a laboratory attached to it, and they redid my prescription. So I'm not exactly sure if there were variations. It's possible there are variations. I think I have the receipt. So, I had a highly qualified lady with highly qualified equipment. So they're able to get very precise readings on what's going on with my vision, which is very important because I'm a object and furniture restorer, and I need to do very exacting restorations that require color matching and really small detail things that require visual acuity. And normally I just need my eyesight to do things at this distance. When I'm wearing glasses, it's to see far at night. Sometimes, I didn't realize this, but these glasses also have an astigmatism that is outdated, astigmatism prescription that is outdated. So it in fact impedes my ability to look at things closely, like read a phone screen or do other things. So what's nice about glasses of this nature is I can use it to cheat on top, or I just remove them, and it works out fine. Or if I'm reading stuff, I remove them. And luckily, they're very light and spring-loaded, so they never fall off. So these are ones that I bought 2 years ago here in Hanoi. And I decided to shop around today, and I found a decent pair of glasses, semi-rimless, for under $30 American. Very impressive. And they were the first pair I tried on. Turns out they fit my face, the form, shape, everything. And then the more sophisticated store, I ended up buying a totally rimless glass. They're just very sleek, and they have the thing is when you rimless glass, they pierce holes inside the lenses, and if you stress them in the wrong way, or they get like mishandled, they can crack within the lens. So I bought a particular lens that isn't prone to that kind of cracking. So there was a little bit of extra cost there, and I ended up spending about $100 US on a second pair of very rimless, and they're very designer looking, except that they weren't as expensive as, I'm not sure how much 3 million dong comes to, but they were in the million dong neighborhood, and so it would have been more expensive, like $400, something in that range. So I wasn't interested in spending that much to get, eyewear. I just wanted to get something affordable that it was like a no-brainer. You may as well get it because you're here and it'll cost you a lot more back in Canada. So I got that out of the way. I love it. And what I also got out of the way is I was recommended a really good beef pho place. And they delivered in the sense that I was treated to a special place that didn't have an official name. It just had an address by the night desk man as his place in Hanoi, and the price was like ridiculously 30,000 dong or 40,000 dong for the beef pho. So a fellow traveler who just left Hanoi yesterday, who was in one of my live streams, his name, or her name, I'm not sure, is Min June. And then there's another name, and I don't need to, name them completely. But they gave me the name that I could just put in Google, and they gave me the address, and it's very close to where I was. And it was even better than the good beef pho that I had in Ho Chi Minh. So now I know a really popping, great beef noodle soup within the walking distance of the Ho King Lake, and I will return because man, did I love that soup. There was fresh cut chilies that I put in there, and there was a better type of sriracha sauce without the sort of canned garlic flavor that they add to that sriracha that I hate with a passion. And lots of freshly cut green onions and chives. It's just amazing, and like very thin sliced beef. So it didn't disappoint. Somebody really, word of mouth is a powerful thing, and I cannot say anything more than when you get really good word of mouth, go with it. So yeah, I just keep getting score in these last few days here in Vietnam. So I've got all these keeper type things. I've got really good optometrists and eateries. And today I was looking for a Japanese style onsen. I didn't quite get it, but I got it close enough in that I'm feeling exfoliated. And when you've had a good schwitz and also you've had good hydration, like I was able to replenish the fluids that I lost in the steam bath and in the dry sauna. I'm just feeling very loosey-goosey. Hello, Amanda. How are you doing? I'm about to have a plate of crispy chicken and fries late night here in Hanoi, and I would have had a Tiger beer, but it's not cold enough, they told me, so I opted for a Hanoi beer. And I was just talking about my day. I bought some eyeglasses today, 2 pairs. One was for $30 US. It's semi-rimless. Really, they look expensive, and they weren't. And then I bought another pair, totally rimless, really nice, looks like expensive glasses, and they were about $105 US. So I got 2 extra pair of glasses. These ones I bought 2 years ago here in Hanoi. I love them. They're very lightweight, and I can clip them on my head. They don't fall off. They don't slide off my face. They're perfect, and I can cheat like when I'm doing really fine stuff or reading. Yes, yeah, you can get really good quality eyewear here in Hanoi. And so luckily, you know, tomorrow at midnight, so we're now 5 to 10, and so I have a really good sleep to look forward to. I went to a steam room place and a dry sauna. They were supposed to have like a hot bath, but it's only available on the weekends. Go figure. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I just made use of and like my skin feels really soft. So I'm gonna hit my sheets, and I'm just gonna go into a deep sleep. And then tomorrow's gonna be my last day. My plane leaves at 5 minutes to midnight, so I'm gonna have a complete full day. I need to get at the airport around 9 in the evening. So I managed to get a lot done today. I had a good breakfast. I had a good early dinner, and now I'm having a good late dinner. Crispy chicken and fries. And back in my room, I've got a pretty decent bag of regular plain Lay's potato chips, because I cannot find jalapeno potato chips for the life of me here in Hanoi, but I'm still trying. You can get Brazilian barbecue, you can get sushi, so I assume if it's sushi, it's probably some kind of wasabi flavored potato chip, but I haven't been able to find jalapeno potato chips, but I just have regular Lay's, and I got a good lemony iced tea in my room in case I get thirsty or get hungry. But I'm having crispy chicken at about 10 in the evening with fries, and that's gonna finish my day. And I've got great company, and so did you watch my pedicure replay? Was it amusing? Did you see the gnarly parts of the toes that I let grow since Phu Quoc, which was early January when I had my toes trimmed in Phu Quoc. I don't think I live streamed that, but that was the last time they were done. So the lady was really, how should I say, she was game, meaning she didn't it didn't affect her, the fact that I was live streaming my feed and we were watching her heads. What do you think? It's got a salad, a drizzle of some kind of ranch sauce. I hope it's the best dinner. I have not watched it, but absolutely will watch it. Okay, good. Well, look at the fries, and look at the crispy chicken, and look at this is how they give you your utensils. Fancy. So, what am I gonna do with this? It's a nice fork. Oh, the chicken is crispy. Let me give it a good taste. not too bad. Pretty good. Better than a chicken McNugget, you know? It's it tastes kind of delicate. It kind of like it feels like it's seasoned with some kind of fruit or something. Yeah, it is pretty yummy. No, I don't. Normally you do, but I got fries and I got no ketchup. I could ask for it, but you know what? They're good just on their own. Normally these restaurants close about 10:30, so I'll probably be done in a half hour and I'm going to be out of here. Because I haven't had a full day, but I'm not like beat down because I just came from, you know, a schwitz, right? Like a steam room and a dry sauna and a steam room and a dry sauna and a shower and a steam room and a dry sauna. So rinse, repeat. So I'm exfoliated. I know. Normally there's a dipping sauce, but I just feel like if I'm gonna ask something, I'm gonna feel Karen-y, and I'm all clean, and there is no Karen stink on me. So Karen doesn't live here. There is dipping sauce. So there's ketchup. What? It's the what?
Chili sauce.
Chili. So it's chili, so I can dip. No, it's good. So there you go. Let's smoke this soup. Now we're talking. Better. Chili. It's not sweet. It's got kick to it, and fries taste pretty good with it too. Yes, yeah. So everyone's happy. Everybody wins. And I didn't have to get Karen-y about it either. Look, I'm finished my beer. I think I'm gonna ask for a second one because it's probably gonna help me like just go once I get to my hotel. I'm gonna hit the pillow and I'm just gonna zonk out, and I'll probably wake up at about 5 in the morning, which is a good time because then I can plan things like where I'm gonna go for breakfast and what I'm gonna do on my last day here in Vietnam. So I don't know if I'm gonna spend any more money. There isn't really anything I need, but I'm gonna let my subconscious, you know, like I could buy one of those down jackets, but I already have one right here. Like they make these really nice, like colored down jackets. I have a black one, and that one you can keep it for years. But you can get one that's like teal or, you know, like a weird color that only comes out once and you'll never see it again. I could probably get footwear, but I bought a pair of, Converse Converse All-Stars. And I paid $70 for them. And they're worth it. So I don't think I need a pair of Vans. I can get a pair of Vans, but I don't think I need a pair. I bought 2 shirts in Saigon. I bought just a plain white shirt and a very nice, like, slinky black dress shirt. And I'm very happy with both of them. They've been washed twice already, and they're holding up good. So I don't think I need clothes. You know, I bought this t-shirt in 2020. I still wear it. I bought a black one. I never wore it at all because it looks too nice. I'm saving it for something. I don't know what. I bought a couple of antiques. It's no bigger than this. It's like a weight. It's like a shape of like a square lantern. And it's just a bronze weight for like a scale, you know, like if you need an ounce, there's your ounce. And then I have like a half ounce, and it's the same shape. So I have like a little set, you know, like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger and twins, right? The big one and the little one. So I have a matching set. So I think I can leave Hanoi pretty well happy with myself. I pretty well accomplished a lot. Today I went to this, there's a lake here in Hanoi, and there's a little temple on it, and I was there in 2020. I did a tour of it, and I haven't been back since 2020, so I went today, and it went well. No, they're like, if you have a scale and somebody is giving you an ounce of opium, right? You have like an ounce in the bronze that says this is an ounce. I know because it's bronze and it's never going to change. So you can say, I'll match my ounce of bronze in a decorative like thing that I put on my scale, and you give me an ounce of opium. So then I have a half ounce as well. So I have 2, an ounce and a half ounce, something like that. And so they're not just like a blob of metal, they're decorative and they're antique. So they'll look nice in my curio cabinet. And I bought them from the antique dealer that I bought a wolf from in bronze and a horseman, like a horseman warrior, Chinese warrior, like old-timey guy. They hold a spear and they're on their horse, and there's a horse and he's you know, he straddles the horse in the saddle. And they're at home, and I have like an antique marble top chest of drawers, and there's a mirror, and the mirror has 2 little mini drawers, and then on the top of the drawers, that's where I put the 2 bronzes, and it looks perfect. It's like you have got to put something there. You can put candlesticks or whatever, but I put those bronzes there, and I have candlesticks on the marble just on either side. So I don't think I bought stuff that I'm going to regret. I think I chose wisely, is the way of saying it. Guess what? I'm starting to feel full. I'm gonna have the hiccups. So nobody stole my shoes this time around. Nobody stole my shoes. Nobody lit a spiral mosquito coil on my... I've been getting lower bunks instead of like the top ones mostly, and sometimes private rooms. So I haven't had any real incidents where, people behaving badly to really report. There you are. It is. I have one more left. Last one. And look, I still haven't touched my salad, but I'm sure it'll taste good and it'll be like a palate cleanser. So I'm saving it for after. So I'm getting Chinese notifications that are coming on my screen. I can't read. I don't know what they're saying. Well, I wore my down jacket because I was motorbiking from the spa place to the old quarter where I am. But now that I'm indoors, I can't wear the jacket because I'll be sweating. But when I go outside, there's a bit of a breeze. So my really thin down jacket is perfect. But I'm wearing cargo shorts, and I'm not cold. So if that explains it to it's not like summer, but it could be like spring weather or fall weather, where it's kind of warm, but it gets like a little cool, when the sun goes down. That's the best way I can describe it. When it's sunny, it's warm. Like, you can go for ice cream, but at this hour I wouldn't go for ice cream because I would feel chilly. But in the daytime, you can easily go for ice cream. So, yeah, I've got a lot of unprocessed experiences that live in live streaming, so I really hadn't had to cling on to it, in terms of there's just been so much happening in the last 2.5 months, and I haven't really been hurried, to I must, and because that really ruins your ability to enjoy yourself in the moment and just let go and relax. And I've noticed that I was only truly relaxed about 2 weeks ago. So that it took me 2 months to get to a state where I was truly relaxed and really like I'm riding a wave of I'm on vacation and everything's going really nice. And so I've been riding that wave for the last 2 weeks, but it took me 2 months to get there. Very interesting. So I'm thinking I was really wise to carve out 2.5 months for myself. And I was thinking, I thought about this last July or last August. I figured you're going to go away for winter. It's going to be a good move. Do it right. And I figured, why just do 2 months? Can you get away with 2.5 months? Why not? Go for it. And that's what I did. And it was a good decision. Hopefully I won't have any surprises waiting for me when I get back home. I will find out soon enough. Wow. I'm running out of fries. Cold, I think. Wait. There's something wrong with my other phone. Maybe I'll ask my watch. What's the weather back in Montreal? Okay, I don't know if you know Celsius, but it's -8 Celsius. So for a Canadian, that's like veering towards mild. Like when it's -5 to -0 and it's sunny, that's bearable. You can wear, like, you don't have to wear like head to toe stuff. You can wear a little coat and then just jump in your car, turn the heater on and drive, and then jump into a warm building and you're fine. It's bearable when it's sunny. If it's overcast and it gets dark by 3:30 in the afternoon, still, well, actually the sun is starting to set later and later in the day. So it's no longer getting dark at 3:30. It's getting dark maybe around 4 or 5. That's better. So hopefully when I get back to Montreal, I'm going to bring the warm weather back with me. That would be nice. So that might be like less than a month of winter left. One can hope. It's happened before. And then other years, like winter is really hard to shake off. And you waste all the month of May where it's overcast, it's rainy, you might get 1 or 2 snows, and you're thinking, what the fuck? It should be spring already. But you can never really control these things. They happen when they happen, Sometimes spring comes early and then sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way weather works. And one thing for sure, we're gonna start pothole season because of freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing. It creates potholes on perfectly good streets. You can never have that. We never have nice streets because of the freezing and the thawing. Every year it's the same thing. So you have to drive and then you have to do this in order to avoid potholes, or you're gonna ruin the suspension on your car. So you have to add that extra driving skill. And then you also have to factor in, because it's springtime, there might be a cyclist. So if you're trying to avoid a pothole, you've got to do a safety check to make sure there isn't a cyclist that you're gonna bump into a ditch or something. So that's another driving skill you haven't had to contend with, because when it's winter, it's just you and your car and other cars. But once it starts melting, you got the potholes, and then you have the cyclists that all of a sudden I say, oh yeah, now I have to remember how to drive, assuming there's going to be a cyclist that I can kill or not kill. So I'm going to have my salad now. So they have a cooking school in this restaurant, and that's something I did not do. Hey Tom, how's it doing? Thank you. That's mighty nice of you. I realized that I've eaten so many good vegetables that I think it's had a positive effect on my whole metabolism. I haven't really developed a lot of gut fat, since I've been here stuffing my fat face. In fact, I might have lost some gut fat. Go figure. And I haven't really curbed my eating. I've really been eating. Except that I'm not eating like North American stuff. Like back home, I eat a lot of Costco stuff. I try to pick good things, like some semi-prepared things, and I always try to have like a tray of like tomatoes on the vine and other good things of that nature. But you cannot beat the fresh vegetables. Every freaking vegetable that ends on your plate is like it was picked that morning, and man, does it ever taste good. And you can't match it anywhere in America. And I think that's why these Asians are healthier than your average American. There are no overweight Asians here. They're just, well, you can get some, people that are healthy, let's say, where they're not a stranger to a bag of chips or something like that, but it's not like really predominant. A lot of people are like svelte, like embarrassingly svelte. And it probably has to do with all of the fresh, good vegetables with all the vitamins and all that other stuff that goes with it. The dressing's pretty good. It tastes European, but I don't know what it's called. It's kind of on the sweet side, but it's good with these, purple cabbage and lettuce and thinly sliced radishes and I don't know, maybe carrot, I don't know. So I just had a little walk in a straight line that way, and I'm back in my hotel, and I'll probably get there before 11, so it'll be a perfect time to zuzz out. So I had fun about, I'm trying to think, a long time ago, like more than a month ago, before I left for Taiwan. Yeah, it has been interesting. It's been interesting to me too. So I was in a city called Dalat. It's actually my favorite Vietnamese city because it's set in a mountain area that has a very unique climate all year round. It's cooler than the rest of the country. So when it gets unbearably hot, Dalat always stays cool. And if it gets very cold, Dalat doesn't get very cold, it just stays cool. So it's just cool all year round. And it's kind of a chill place. The French established it when they wanted like a getaway place where they could hide from the extreme heat. So they built their fancy summer cottages there when there was nothing there, because somebody figured out, oh, wait a minute, this place is really great. And what they noticed is that all the flowers and the vegetables, they tend to really like that spot, Vietnam. Like some of the best varieties of vegetables and flowers and things are grown in that area. So it's like really blessed, like God's country. It's really blessed. So, and then the people that are there are like, they're just kind of like, they have like elbow room and nobody's like, get out of my way, like here in Hanoi it's hectic, beep 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 beep, but there it's kind of like pretty chill. So that's why it's my favorite city. So there was this place that had like an architect who created this crazy house with all kinds of staircases and little like corner things that lead into like something you wouldn't expect. A real work of whimsy. And I ended up having a live stream viewer from Silver City, New Mexico, point at something in one of the gift shops in that house that was attached to a cafe. And long story, I ended up mailing it to her. When I got to Taiwan, I just used the postal service in Taiwan, and I mailed her this knitted cap that's made out of wool, not like a synthetic polyester kind of thing that you can buy in a knitting store, generally in the States. But it looks like, she told me it's real wool, and she likes it because there's a lot of cold weather in Silver City, New Mexico at this time of year. There was like hail and stuff yesterday. She did a live stream on Heckle. So I was able to successfully mail this funky, like a Harry Potter type of hat with the stripes, or it was blue and pink, so like the Where's Waldo t-shirt, the same kind of narrow stripes, but this one's blue and pink, and it was like a long, you can wrap it around your neck 3 times, and there's a little pom-pom on the end. So it was funny because there was a whole story that went with it, and I think it's on a live stream, but you have to go back more than a month to see it. So yeah, I had a lot of funny adventures, and what's nice about it is that I don't have to dwell on them, in that I know they happened and I can go revisit them, but I was more focused on the next one, because there's always going to be a next one, Anyway, so at least there's that. There's something for everybody, as it were. Like my latest little project, I did some snorkeling in a little island on the extreme south. It's called Phu Quoc, and I went snorkeling in 2 or 3 places. And I brought 2 cameras with me, one of my GoPros and a JVC that can go underwater. And so, I have, that sound when you're underwater, it's that interesting sound. So I'm seeing some coral, I'm seeing some fish that got spooked, and then they swim away. And so I have enough there to cut and snip things and put a little soundtrack to it that it'll make an interesting 5 minutes. So I have that all queued up to do. I could do it, if I'm on a plane, or if I'm in a layover or something like that. Instead of just sitting there twiddling my thumbs going crazy, I can just sit down and edit something and crank it out, and then up it to YouTube. So tomorrow I might do 1 or 2 touristy things. I might just focus on choosing a good breakfast place, a good lunch place, a good dinner place. Or I'll let my subconscious think, what could I possibly buy here that I won't be able to buy once I leave, that I should really think about carefully, because I do have some disposable cash. I can either keep it and not buy anything, or I can say, no. Think about it. You might want to be able to get something. And then, so I'm going to let my subconscious think about that tonight while I'm sleeping. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. And now I've got the remainder of my beer, and then I'm going to pay my bill, and then I'm going to hit the hay in about a half hour. Yeah, well, hopefully I will be able to transition all the stuff that didn't get live streamed that's in the can. I can do that pretty quickly, so that the people who were interested, like Tom and Amanda and other people, I'll still have stuff that's from not that long ago, and then I'll be able to put it up, rather than try to put it up 2 or 3 months later when people's interests have waned as such. But then I'll transition into what I normally do when I'm home. Sometimes I have work projects that people also like, or cooking projects where I'm trying to prepare something that's worthwhile putting on camera as such. And that way there's a continuity. It's just you shift out of life in Vietnam and then you shift into life back home in Montreal. Like, for instance, I tried to get a good margarita pizza here in Vietnam, and I failed. Well, not miserably. The second time, it was a decent one, but it wasn't like I know I can get in Montreal. So I have something to look forward to have the margarita pizza that I wanted to get, but I couldn't. But that's okay. The first one I ordered, was that a miserable failure? It was the worst meal in all of my time here. And I went into the reasons why, and it's there on the live stream if you want to visit that. But I don't want to revisit something negative. Just 2 days ago, I had that lunch place where Anthony Bourdain had Barack Obama for lunch in Hanoi, and it became very famous. They put a glass booth on the very table where they sat, so nobody can sit there. And they have a picture of them both seated at the table. And what's interesting is Barack Obama's Secret Service agent is that guy that erased the phone for Biden. You know, when Biden did the transition, and on January 6th, his name's Tony Ornato. He was Obama's detailed guy. He looks really all business and not nice. And he sticks out like a sore thumb because Obama's like really easy breezy, and everybody's happy to see Obama there. And here's this guy. He's not wearing the sunglasses though. He's without the sunglasses, but he looks like a dick. And apparently he is a dick. So he's also in the background in those photographs. And it took a friend of mine who pointed out, because I didn't know who it was, but when she explained, oh, he's that guy. Yeah. Yes, okay, Tom. Me too. I need to transition out of I finished my meal. So let me see if who's in the room. I can only tell. Okay, there are 3 people in the room. So Amanda might still be listening. And there's you, but you know what? I'm going to give you an opportunity to. We'll all power down at the same time. So yeah, I'm just gonna pay the bill and then get out of here. So I don't need to continue doing the live as such. And I only have one working phone. There's something wrong with the SIM card. It's not giving me any data, which I could take it to the phone company, and generally you don't waste a lot of time. They make you take a number, and you're never waiting more than 15 minutes. And if they fix it, I'd rather have 2 working phones than just one. So I could do that in the morning, early on, because this phone should be working, and for some reason it's not. So yeah, I just gotta pick up my belongings, pay the bill, and hoof it back to bed. So have yourself a good night yourself, Tom. And Amanda, thank you for coming in. And whoever else is in the room, thank you for watching. And the replay viewers as well, thanks for hanging out with me here in Hanoi. And this is my Hoi An. My Hoi An. Hoi An is my second favorite Vietnamese city, and then it's Da Nang, and then it's Hanoi. So there we go. So thanks for coming in. It's always a pleasure seeing you, Amanda, and Tom. It's also good seeing you. You're a new guy, I guess. And hopefully we'll have things to do tomorrow, and then there might be some follow-up broadcasts that haven't been released yet, so I can work on that. Bye for now.